I am doing my peer review on Rene, and I hope I'm saying his name right. If not, please correct me. Let me start off by saying that I liked hearing your speech, mostly because it was exactly like mine. I was talking about my mother, and my mom was someone who was working 16 hours a day, um, multiple jobs at a time. Um, but I really never wanted for anything. I had every toy imaginable. My mom was so bad with buying us whatever we wanted that we were way ahead the rest of the kids. Like we were four, and three and four were four wheelers. So when it was time to have four wheelers, we were like, what are we going to have now? Um, I've seen a lot of similarities between my video and your video, but not just about the content. So I'll start out, I guess, where some of the weaknesses are. Just like I was doing in my video, I could tell that you were reading from, your essay and relying on your essay. And for the past two times, I've done the same thing. I don't know what it is about the idea that I'll mess up or that it needs to be there, but I feel that for me, I can only speak for me. Um, it's a crutch because I know it's there. I'll look over, and instead of going back into my memory and memorizing what I've practiced, it'll go completely out the window because the paper is sitting right in front of my face. And for public speaking, it won't always be like that. You want to make eye contact with your audience and connect with them. But the good thing is that I didn't feel a disconnect with you. Like I was able to recognize that you were looking at your paper or peering over to start yourself out and finish off, but I never felt like you were just completely staring away at the camera and I couldn't, connect my eyes with yours, which is good. I like the amount of content that you had. It was the 5 minutes or more required limit. Speaking about your mom and how she's inspirational, you drew on different instances, you used different examples, talked about different times in your life. And I find this so odd that the same things that you look for or seek to in your mother were the same things, I got from my mom. She was there for me when I decided to leave traditional college and drop out and attend online school. And those 6 months were hard because, I was down on myself, and she was truly there saying, things happen for a reason. This is what it has to be. And, just because you aren't at a traditional campus doesn't mean anything more. College is college. So I'm happy as well that she's in my life and that she's been here. And I talk about my mom all the time, and my friends even see the lengths my mother will go for me. I'm 21, and she'll still check on me like I'm still a child. And sometimes you may want that freedom or whatever the case may be, but it's always good to know that somebody is thinking about you. Um, I liked your body language. I liked how it connected what you were speaking about. You didn't sound dry or stale. You sound, really good. Mostly because I think it was something that you really enjoyed talking about. Um, just like me, you didn't have an audience, so I suppose we'll both lose points for that. Um, it's not really a lot of bad things I could say. Seriously, our videos are parallel. So like the same things I pointed out in myself were things that I seen in your videos, such as peering to your paper, looking at your paper, not having an audience. Um, but I feel like in the parts that were important that you and I both, did a very good job in having having good content, meeting your time requirement, just having something to talk about and making it so that I feel like you're talking to me and you're not just looking at this camera going on and babbling. Another thing I did enjoy was the way you pronounce, like your pronunciation, the way you can articulate yourself. I really did enjoy that. My video, I sometimes trip up on my words a lot. And while you may have tripped up on a word or two, I do enjoy how articulate you are and how good you're able to enunciate yourself and speak very well, because I know how hard it is to speak professionally, speak in front of somebody. Speaking with a friend is very different than speaking for a presentation or for a job. We have to find a different tone of voice, and articulate ourselves better. So if I'm with my friends, I'm real chill and I'm real relaxed. But if I'm talking about something like this, I have to change my tone and change my body language. But overall, you did really good, and I enjoyed watching your video.